Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the final round of the TSRC Abruzzi M2 Challenge, live from Virginia International Grand West Course. Yes, it is the Grand West Course. It is a 23-turn circuit and includes the wonderful turn 13, which is named after a female dog. If you can figure out what it is, let me know in YouTube chat what that turn 13 turn is called, but it is actually called that. I'm James Parfitt, going to be joined in the booth by Mr. Jim Cunningham this evening. Let's have a look at the scores on the doors. It's very close in the championship at the moment. Dvorak out in front on 234 points, 5 points ahead of Josh Millington. Now, I can tell you at the moment, Josh is not in the session. Mikey Pollard in third on 220. They're the three main protagonists of the championship. Behind that, people like Kieran Sharp, Tom Davidson, Jamie Nuttall, Matt Action, Andrew Pike, Francesco Petalin. Big news about Petalin this week. Gwilym Hamlin, Southfield, Smoggy, Mellis, Ciron, Khan, Gardner, Beervert, Richards, all out of the championship, really. And we'll scroll through the bottom half of the championship for you. Some interesting news, if they are here, of course. Felix Smoggy is got a qualifying ban for accumulating 6 or more license points, and Maurice Pickler has also got a qualifying ban, but I don't think Pittler, I can't see him in the session, is not here. One of the big things is Francesco Petalin has got a round ban for accumulating 12 points. He's been a naughty boy and is not at this final round of this season, but it has been a very, very interesting season indeed. We will try and stay on top of the championship points as we go on, which does involve me or Jim or both of us trying to do maths, which probably never works out here as well. But let's bring Jim into the booth. Jim, welcome in. Yeah, final one of the season as well. Very close, 5 points between everybody in the top two, of course, Josh Millington and Wojciech Dvorak. Josh is not here at the moment. Mikey Pollard with an outside chance, sitting 15 points back at the moment. Yeah, we're going to find out, of course. Still, drop scores can be taken in the final round. At the moment, Dvorak has got a 16-point drop and Pollard's got a 15-point drop. That is the situation currently. So if this round is below 16 or 15, they will take as a drop round. Well, now, who do I support with Petalin and Weller out today? I don't know one. Who would you like to support? You can have a go at anybody. Dvorak's leading the championship if you want to be one of them people that support the leader. He is leading the championship. Mikey Pollard has got a chance of chasing him. No Josh Millington, so unfortunately it doesn't look like Josh is going to take it. So this will be Josh's 0 score. So at the moment he will stay where he is, of course. His next lowest score after that is 8th place. So he will gain points. And he'll gain 23. So I'll have to do the maths on that one because he'll have a 00 drop, which will be his 2-0 drop scores this evening. So thanks so much for joining us. I'm not sure who you want to cheer on, mate. Just cheer on who you feel is best. I will say one thing, though, Jim. This is a blinking long course, and it's going to take about 2.5 minutes for these cars to get round it. Well, we're going to find out on there. One's going Pollard. No fun supporting Dvorak if he's ahead. No, I agree with you on that one. Should be seeing scores coming in shortly on the doors. We are passed through the first couple of minutes, and then we will go from there. Excuse me 2 secs. Ooh. I think that was their outlap, to be fair. Yeah, I think it was their outlap, Jim, to be fair. Yeah, it's picked up on their outlaps and has given us their outlap total. So I think some of these are still going to get... No, unfortunately, some of these are still doing outlaps on that one, being it's going to take about 2 minutes and 42 seconds for them to get around this whole thing. So they are not going to get many laps in here this evening. Let's not forget on that one, because obviously we've got 2 races lined up. The first one will be a 15-minute sprint, and then a second race number 2 will be 30 minutes with a top 10 reverse. So they should only get probably about 6 laps in, I think, on the first one, if the time's around about 2 minutes and 40 seconds, which is what I'm roughly predicting here this evening. Double the laps for the half-an-hour race, of course, so they should get a few more in. It's going to be a while before we get through to these times coming on the board here, Jim, and I think it's been a very interesting season as well. We've got 17 of 19 cars, I think it is, for the final round. It kind of always happens when you're running a series right at the end of the season, though. Yep, definitely is, and there's 35 people on the driver's standing, so that pretty much says that they've at one point they've maxed out at 35, and 35 people have scored points here. Just waiting for Dvorak to go over the line. He's coming into the final few corners here at VIR, in through the roller coaster and down through 22A and 22B, which is this section now. I'm not quite sure why they just couldn't go 22 and 23, Jim. It would have made my life a lot easier. First time's going to come on the board will be Wojciech Dvorak. What is he going to set here? Is he's going to go over the line? It's going to be about a 2.5 minute lap time. They're only probably going to get 2, maybe 3 at a push. 2:42, 182, 2:42, 605. Southfield on pole, 2:42, 168. They're not going to get many laps in at all. What is Mike Pollard going to do? He's going to go over the line as well. What is he going to get? A 2:44, 681. For some reason, Pollard is in a very different livery. There's something on the back end now. What does that back end say? You already has... I think somebody can't learn to spell there. Perpetuity. Now an outie is normally a belly button. Okay, well there we go. Not quite sure why we've got that on the DCW car when normally it's decorated in yellow. But there we go. We'll refresh the paints just quickly to make sure that it's not my error. But just in case all of a sudden he appears in yellow, we will have a look at that one very, very shortly. But they're only going to get 1 or 2 laps in. Coming in through what was the oak tree, of course, no longer there. Having been struck by lightning in real life. Got taken away because it was dangerous. And now it's been taken away in the virtual world as well, Jim. Well, it is... Wow. Showing your age there, mate. Yeah, definitely is this version of this racetrack anyway, with the up and downs. A couple of people in pit lane, Sharp, Dvorak, Southfield in pit lane. Pollard still out, trying to go better than his 8th place at the moment. He's got greens across the board. Can't quite tell you how many sectors there's probably going to be. About 7, I think, or 8 sectors. 7, maybe even. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 sectors. Pollard and Cajulo are going to come over the line pretty much neck and neck. But at the moment, I think Pollard might actually get there first. So let's see what he does. He's got a green in sector 6. What's he going to do through sector 7 and coming down to the line? Hug the right-hand line, take the shortest possible route. There he goes, all the way down for Mikey Pollard. It's going to be an improvement. Just how far is it going to improve him? That's going to be the question. He's got it 2:44.078. He went up 1 place. Cajulo's got into 9th. Tom Davidson's jumped up into 4th place. That's about all that they're going to get here. Cajulo over the line as well. Gabbiadi coming over the line in 10th place. Hilton Nicholson is in 11th, with Bradshaw in moving himself up into 14th. Gardner sitting in 16th at the moment. Where will Valero Tedeschi come into the equation as he goes over the line as well? Is he going to jump off the bottom? He is not for Valero. Mav Gardner will be the next one over the line as he's sitting down in 16th place. Stefan Mellis in behind him. Mav's going to come over the line. There is going to be an improvement. Just how much is it going to be, though? Is it going to be that thousandth of a second he needs to get over Smith? He does. Gardner jumps himself up all the way into 11th. Great job from him. Mellis has got improvements on the board as well, but he's coming through turns 22A and B through the hog pen, the final corner. He will make it, but he's not going to. Yeah, but I don't think he's going to get any better time. He's got 20 seconds to go, about 200 yards here. He should be able to make it over the line for Mellis. Is this going to be an improvement? What is the offset against the yellows? No improvement in the final sector. I think Stefan Mellis might be staying where he is, and he does there as well. So, unfortunately, Mellis all the way down in 17th. Yep. Yeah. Here we go. There is the grid for the final round of the season. Southfield in first, Dvorak in second, with Ciron in third. Then Tom Davidson, Kieran Sharp, Jamie Nuttall and Mikey Pollard, with Matt Acton in 8th. Then Alex Richards, Francesco Cajulo, Mav Gardner and Mauro Gabbiadi is down in 12th place. And we've got David Kahn, Hilton Nicholson, John Bradshaw, Matt Smith, Stefan Mellis, Valero Tedeschi and Felix Smogi, of course, who could not qualify due to 6 license points on here, well, on his license, obviously. Bit of a naughty boy there, but let's see how Heat 1 goes. We'll try and do the maths as we go along. Pollard 7th, Dvorak in 2nd. We're waiting for a couple of more drivers. We're waiting for Francesco Cajulo to get onto the grid, and then we will be race 1. We'll be going for what we think will be about 6 laps, being that it's 2 minutes 42 seconds, give or take. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and people of all ages, hold on to your hats, grab your drinks, get your popcorn, get your bum sofaed, and make sure it is comfortable, because this next 15 minutes is going to be absolutely mental. Here we go. The lights are coming on. We're going to have very, very shortly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The final round, race 1 of the season is green, green, green. Southfield gets off the line. Dvorak gets over in 2nd place. Ciron still holding on for 3rd. Davidson's Sharp, Nuttall, Pollard, all still out on the racetrack at this moment in time. Everybody in that safe place. There's a big old incident on the inside. Oh, that has wiped out half the field. Oh my God, we've got 4 cars who have managed to get away. There was somebody on the grass, and I think, unfortunately, he just sent everybody else off. And that is absolutely massive. That has wiped out most of the back half of the grid. And unfortunately, these front 3 have broken away. More importantly, Pollard is through, but he's still got a long way to go before he can catch up to these guys as well there, Jim. Mass drama over the first lap, and it's going to start off with Alex Richards here as well. Watch the green car on the outside. He goes on the grass, he misses everything, and it just bang, bang, bang. And then he's literally Corsatina through. Matt Acton in there as well. Stefan Mellis. That's not Stefan Mellis. That's a Crack Racing. Jamie Nuttall was facing the wrong way. Matt Smith was in there. John Bradshaw still going on. Yeah, but with Tedeschi, I believe it was, or Gabbiadi, sorry. And that was absolutely massive. That is the start that Mikey Pollard did not need. But unfortunately for him, it has happened. Felix Smogi now with Kieran Sharp down 4 places. Matt Acton, Alex Richards Richards just swapped places. Richards started off the whole drama and is now sitting in 11th, while others behind him are a little bit further back. Smokey, Mellis, side by side here, Jim, as they continue to run up onto lap 1. He's in front. He's up 12 places at the moment. It's Stefan Mellis. 8 places. He's just been overtaken by both of them cars in front of him, and that was Smokey and Sharp. And this is how this happened here as well. I think it just went in too deep. Smokey followed Sharp. Well, Sharp followed Smokey, bullied Mellis out the way, and unfortunately for Stefan Mellis, he lost 2 spots. Tom Davidson has had another incident. He's further down the order. Nuttall's off track. Acton's off track. They're both back on without much drama in behind them. But at the moment here, it's settling down a little bit, Jim, and gaps starting to appear already after Alex Richards hit. This young man caused a mass drama in lap 1. Oh, he done it again! It's like me at Martinsville. Oh, Richards is just literally going round, he's boinking people left, right and centre. Oh, he was alongside, mind you. What about the next section? Oh, unfortunately for him. There you go. Hey, no. I'd like to point out as well, I watched the broadcast back this morning, and there was literally only 5 yellows that I caused out of all that one last night. 5. Yeah, 5. Excuse me, and I got... Oh, well, that's a different story. I only caused 5 at the end of the day. Kieran Sharp, Felix Smokey, Khan, Cajulo. Cajulo's up massive amount here. He's up 5 places there. So Francesco Cajulo doing his favourite. Well, he's got no front bumper at all, so he's got a nice little bit of a call in there. Khan and Smokey battling it out there. Khan's got to get across the front of him if he wants to stop Smokey coming on that inside line. He hasn't managed to do that at the moment for Khan. So Smokey's tucked in still behind him through the left there end. There are 15A, B and 16, and Khan loses that place to Smokey there. Some great action taking place. Yeah, unfortunately for him, but there's more action still taking place further down as well. Mav Gardner is in the mix. He's down 1 place. He's got Gabby Addy tucked in behind him. Then we've got Matty Smith from Crack Racing. Davidson and Richards is both in pit lane. Bradshaw's been off the circuit, lost 2 places for the Cowman livery in behind him, or the Muller Light, I think it is livery, milk livery there. But we've got a battle up front. Dvorak, Southfield, side by side. Yeah, Dvorak, Southfield still running. Through the left-hander they go, and NASCAR bend, turn 3 on their way to left hook. Southfield does manage to hold on to it at the moment. Dvorak in behind. Serron coming in behind that. We need Pollard has got a long gap at the moment. He's got about 6.8 seconds to these guys. I'm not entirely sure whether or not Mikey Pollard may have taken a trip through the grass. Richards has gone off again, and this is what caused him to go straight back into pit lane. No, I guess it was either that or more people. You know what I mean? Oh, there we go. Hey, I did all right. As I say, it was only 5 cautions out of all of them. There we go. Connor Peak. Hey, guys, so I check out some other races after my crazy battle Monday in the GT3s. Yes, Connor, come and have a look at TSRC M2 Abruzzi Challenge here. And you've just seen a massive incident right at the beginning. One man on the grass. He just took out most of the field. Smokey just nearly took out Cardulo. Cardulo's got no bumper on him. Kieran Sharp's tucked him right behind. Smokey, however, I like to point out, is up 13 places after starting at the back of the grid due to the fact he was not allowed to qualify due to racing license points there for Felix Smokey. So unfortunately for him, he had to qualify. He didn't qualify. He had license points and missed qualifying, but it does look like he's about to get and climb all over from Kieran Sharp. Smokey trying to get Cardulo here. Cardulo being a little bit of a cork in a bottle at the moment. Yep, he has. He's got to try and get on at the beginning, but unfortunately for Cardulo, he's there doing what he can do with these guys. It's quite hard to overtake here. However, bumping the curb like that for Cardulo is not going to help him. Smokey's got Sharp tucked in right behind him at the moment. Sharp really can't go anywhere. There is Felix Smokey. They're coming out on board with Sharp. Smokey's in front into turn number 20. Believe it or not, the roller coaster through turn 21. Through the left-hander now, 22A and 22B being the right-hander, and 23 being the final corner. Sharp makes it all the way through. Smokey tucked in right behind him down the start. Finish straight, they go. Felix Smokey, is this going to be the move, Jim? Whoa! Smokey going to be on it through, handle it and hold it. Yeah. Straight into NASCAR bend, the left-hander. Of course, Smokey's going to have it the inside for the hog pen. If Sharp can stay alongside, he will have the inside line for the right-hander. He can't this time, and that's now brought Khan into the mix as well. And how's everybody doing in the championship? Pollard, 8.1 seconds back from Kevin Siron, and he's 8.5 seconds ahead of the Cardulo, but he needs Dvorak to have some form of stinker here that could end up giving him the championship, but I think at the moment it's going to be a tight one. Yeah, it does. Goes in a little bit hard into turn 13, which is aptly named the female dog. If anybody can give me the actual name of the championship, the corner there, let me know. It does only look like we're probably going to get 2 more laps in here, so probably a 6-lap race as these guys carry on. But turn 13, give me the name if you're feeling brave. Sharp has just overtaken Cardulo. Cardulo has got Khan now in behind him. Cardulo there, and that's should release Sharp and Smokey. Sharp with a different line through Smokey on that one, through the next left-hander. Smokey's got it a little bit wrong. He went in a little bit hot there. And now coming into the left-hander here at turn 16. Now on again. Smokey on the run up through 17. Oh my God, 17 A, B, C, and D. What is it with you Americans and corner numbers? Wow, absolutely ridiculous. Right, Dvorak again, tucked in behind Southfield down this long straightaway. Southfield's going to go on defense. He's going to hug that white line tighter than his favorite grandma. He's going to not let Dvorak through. Dvorak's got the door wide open. Is he going to send it on Southfield? Southfield takes that wider line. He wants the inside line for NASCAR bend, and it looks like Southfield has got it. He diamonded off that corner, Jim, and got the run out and still managed to hold on to first.
Yeah.
Yeah, there shouldn't be any reason why you can't hear Jim, Bobby. He's been going, and the voice has been moving. Speak again for me there, Jim.
Yeah, can you, I see Bobby enjoyed the start of the race out there. He went back and watched it from the beginning. The start was wonderful.
That is the most bizarrest thing I've ever seen. You've been moving in OBS since the beginning of the race, but apparently you've not been going through. So don't blame me, blame modern day technology. What quite a bizarre situation that was.
Yeah, that's very strange. I don't have anything muted on my end. Obviously, well, you wouldn't hear me if I did.
Yeah.
Oh, now they can hear me. Is that what "there we go" means? You can hear me now?
It would have been ideal for you to tell me from the beginning there, dear sir. Kieran Sharp and Smokey going through. Smokey goes in deep. Sharp's going to go. Yeah, he went in deep. Nuttall's going to come in behind him. Cajulo got through as well. And Mellis is still there. But Dvorak, Southfield, one more lap on the board here, Jim. Who's going to come out in front?
Oh, I think at this point it's going to be Southfield. Dvorak's not going to risk it here. He may take a little more chances in the second race, but he's out to win a championship. He's put in all this work all year long. He's not going to throw it away right here.
Yeah. So there we go. Dvorak to settle in behind him. It's going to be very, very close. They will get that one lap in, but it will be very, very close indeed. Nuttall now in behind Smokey. Smokey in behind Cajulo once more. I think that start made everything go haywire. It did for one. You're right. I think you might be right on that one.
Yeah, that was something else. Maybe my mic cord got caught up in that or something. I don't know. But the worst part about me being silenced right there is I was absolutely brilliant during that section of the race.
Oh, stunning.
It's a shame y'all.
Absolutely stunning. Cajulo just lost 2 places there. Smokey's gone through and Nuttall's gone through. Cajulo now with Khan tucked in behind him. Southfield on the final lap of the race. Dvorak still tucked in second place there. You absolutely missed Jim's best commentary moment if he wasn't coming through, which was, I still can't go over that considering you were moving and the volume was going up and down, and I checked it all before we started, so I have no idea.
Did you do something different when they said that they can hear me now, or?
No, I never touched a thing.
That's really weird.
So there we go. I just slid the sound bar up a little bit more, and you were right up anyway, and then all of a sudden you've come through, so I don't really know.
There I am.
On that one. But final lap, Smokey, Nuttall, top 10 reverse, don't forget. For at the moment, Stefan Mellis will be sitting on that pole position if he can hold on from Matt Acton, which he can't. Acton's going to take pole position.
That's right. Matty Action coming through. Going to deliver. He's going to be on the pole for that next one if he can hang on. Yes, I know he's missed me being around.
Oh, absolutely. I'm sure he probably has, to be blatantly honest with you. But Smokey's there once more. He's in behind with Nuttall. Tucked in right up. Through the left-hander they go, coming into the oak tree. And at the moment, Smokey's gone in hot. Nuttall's going to go through on board with Cajulo, who's going to watch it all happen. Smokey tries to get the run out the corner, can't get the run out, and unfortunately it's all game over for Felix Smokey. He has lost that place to Jamie Nuttall. Davidson and Richard still in pit lane, and Mellis and Acton still fighting it out for the final final pole position, of course, the final pole of this season. At the moment, Southfield with the fastest lap of the race will gain the extra point here, but I think you are right. Dvorak has got no reason now to battle Southfield, as Southfield's going to come around the final couple of corners. Yeah,
I tell you what, it's surprising. That Southfield lap there it's a pretty good lap, man. He is quite a bit faster than the next closest lap, almost a full second.
Yeah. Well, Southfield comes over the line. He is going to take race number 1. It is only going to be 6 laps, so we should theoretically have 12 for the feature race, but Jack Southfield takes the victory here in race number 1. Wojciech Dvorak comes over the line in second place, with Kevin Siron comes over the line in third. So great race there from all, but they are right. The start may have caused some of that drama.
Yeah, and I think that Mikey Pollard probably is feeling a wee bit down right now. He kind of really needed something to happen to Dvorak in that first race.
Yeah, he probably didn't need it to happen to him, though. This was the start. There is Pollard. Watch the green car on the outside. He just goes and absolutely torpedoes everyone. And that's where the gap started to happen. You can see it further down as well. That's the chaos and carnage that Richards caused on the opening corner. And they're still going further up. Bradshaw and Tedeschi.
Look at Cajulo he got hit like 4 or 5 times there. You know, you got to give him credit where he finished this race with no nose, and that car had to be damaged with all those hits it took, and he did a really good job there.
Yeah, Gardner's gone in pit lane. Nicholson comes over the line, and Tedeschi and also Smith comes over the line as well. So we'll bring you up the results of race number 1, and at the moment Wojciech Dvorak is on for leading the championship. Jack Southfield took the win though. Dvorak second place, then in behind that was Kevin Siron, then Mikey Pollard, Kieran Sharp in 5th, Felix Smogy 6th, then we got Francesco Cargiulo, Jamie Nuttall, David Kahn, Matt Acton, Stefan Mellis, Mauro Gabbiati, and then John Bradshaw with Hilton Nicholson, Valero Tedeschi, and Matt Smith. Matt Gardner down in 17th place. Then you got Alex Richards, Tom Davidson, all laps down and finished in the pit lane. So that was an opening spice, wasn't it?
That was something else. That opening first turn was crazy. I still have no idea what happened there. Just you know, I mean, I would say something like some kind of weird disconnection issue or something. It was so strange, but clearly not, because he continued on racing. So I have no idea.
Okay, well, scores on the doors. Dvorak 266, Millington on 252, because he does get, this will be a 00 drop scores, so he will get 23 points back, I believe. And then Pollard gained 28 and is in 247. So at the moment, Dvorak out in front by 21 points. That means Pollard needs to win, and Dvorak's got to be all the way down in 18th. So there you go. Couldn't hear you for ages. I'm on a... Oh, okay. Can hear you now. Don't know why I couldn't... I don't know why you couldn't hear him either, to be honest with you, mate, because everything was moving before I went live. So there we go.
Well, just know that you missed some of the best commentary of the year.
Uh-huh.
That's what I'm here for.
Uh-huh. Absolutely. Amazing commentary.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
that's the guy for the GT3s. That's good. People are coming over from GT3s that you cover and watching some other races. That's what it's all about right there.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
Absolutely.
So our buddy Matty Action, look at him. Going to be on the pole.
Yeah,
this is his chance. He's going to take that. He's going to take that Williams Nigel Mansell livery and run it to victory lane with it.
Well, we're going to find out very, very shortly. Join us later on, guys, as well, as we've got a lot more coming up here as well. J2ICS Crown Jewels is event, 2 hours of racing coming in later on, and SSA with their opening round of the season. Circuit Gilles Villeneuve also coming up later on as well. Both of them go live around about the same time, so you'll have to pick which one you will want to watch. Then we've got Radical Race Series, League Zero. VWSC is back with its modern on Saturday. Then we've got Tanto GR86, IGP, and then Triple Bypass rounding out the Sunday night. So a lot more action still coming up. And a lot more action been already. If you like the SR8s, go and check them out on Monday, because they were at the Monza Historic combined layout with no chicanes. And that was just absolutely manic, as you're watching SR8s go 3 wide at one point round at the oval section. It was an absolutely amazing evening of racing, and I sat and watched it after my own broadcast, mind you, as well. So, you know, Very good, very great racing.
I tell you what, that and the fact that those SR8s were going 3 wide through the oval, those are some high quality drivers in that series too. There's a lot of really, really good drivers there. I missed that, and I'm going to go back and watch it because I can imagine how much fun that really was.
Yeah, it was definitely a good one.
I should have jumped in and tried to race that one's what I should have done.
Mentioning Nigel Mansell is giving me flashbacks off Monday. There was a lot going on, Connor. There was a lot going on in the Tanzo GT3s as well. So, I can't really not answer that because there was loads going on. But I have slept since then, Connor, so I'm not going to lie. I've probably forgotten a lot more than what actually probably did happen. As you can imagine in my busy old schedule of doing this wonderful job that we do here as well. So there you go. Go and check out some of the other action.
You're even brilliant. You're even brilliant when the sound is on.
Yeah, I know. Clearly, I was talking to myself for the first half of the race by the sounds of it.
You were.
And the worst thing is it's really weird because everything was working before we went live. And as soon as I pressed live, you weren't talking. There we go. Who knows?
Well, that's all right. The whole overlay went down for me all night last night. I literally had the tower, and that was it.
Well, there you go. That's all you needed at the end of the day.
It was good enough.
Right, warm-up has come to an end. You've just listened to a JBB podcast for the first 5 minutes of the warm-up.
Exactly.
After we were just waffling on throughout this warm-up as nobody went out and everybody decided, nope, I'm going to take a break. So that's what they did. Warm-up is over.
I wish I had a superhero noise to play right now, sound effect.
Oh, that'd be nice. Right, let's have a look at the grid for race number 2. Matt Acton on pole position with David Kahn in second and Jamie Nuttall in third. Francesco Caggiulo in fourth, then Felix Smoghi, Kieran Sharp, Mike Pollard, Kevin Siron, Wojciech Dvorak, Jack Southfield, Stefan Mellis, and Mauro Gabbiadi behind that one. Then we've got John Bradshaw, Hilton Nicholson, Valero Tedeschi, Matt Smith, Mav Gardner, Alex Richards, Tom Davidson at the back. Yes, you and Jared Love was a very interesting battle indeed. Matt Acton, pole position, lights out, ladies and gentlemen. Final race of the season is green, green, green. Acton takes the whole shot. David Kahn in behind. Is there going to be any dramas going down into turn number 1? Nuttall is alongside Kahn at the moment. Is anybody going to go full send, full tilt, full pelt? They almost try it further back as well. That was Mikey Pollard in a 3-wide situation with Kieran Sharp. Sharp's on the inside at the moment. Dvorak in 8th, up 1 place. He's trying to make it to the end. Pollard's dived through the middle. Oh, Mikey Pollard with a move there. Dived through the middle. Dvorak's off the side of the circuit. Dvorak has been off the side of the circuit at the moment. He's all the way down in 11th place. That's going to jumble things up. Pollard needs to win. Mikey Pollard here in that DCW machine needs to win here this evening as well. But he's got to get over on David Kahn first.
When it settles down, we got to go back and see that Pollard move if you can find it. That's awesome. That's the same kind of move that got Matty Action his superhero name right there.
Yeah, that was Pollard past Felix Smoghi, I believe. And
this here it was. Right down the middle. Look at this. That's awesome.
Threads the eye of the needle, does Mikey Pollard. And that was where Dvorak has been off the side of the circuit. He's now in 10th place. He's got a bit of a climb to do because he's got in front of him Seron, Caggiulo, Southfield, Sharp, Smoghi, and then Pollard. But Nuttall and Matty Acton out in front at the moment as they're coming into the turn 13 here for lap 1 of what we do predict will be 12 laps. So action still taking place. Caggiulo's off the side of the circuit. He's facing around the wrong way. That's never good for Francesco Caggiulo. And was it all on his own, or did Kevin Siron have something to do with this? Oh, looks like Caggiulo there gets it through. Oh, there was a terrible rejoin from the car on the outside. And unfortunately for him, it wasn't Siron. I think it may have been, not Kieran Sharp, it might have been Jack Southfield. I've just had that horrible rejoin. Unfortunately for Caggiulo, it was Southfield. Southfield goes off, Caggiulo comes in, looks up the inside. Southfield gets the slide on and unfortunately into the side of Caggiulo there. Then that's chopped him all the way down into 19th. Dvorak sitting in 9th and Pollard sitting in 4th.
Wow. Yeah. Oh, what another fantastic opening lap. Holy cow.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that was a move of the race for Pollard, though. I mean, he had to do that, and now he's got himself out ahead of most of the pack. So if he's, but he's got to put down some lap times. He's got to go.
Yes, sir. He's got to get on his bike a little bit. Smokey running side by side with Southfield. Dvorak in behind. He's got Kevin Siron. Mellis is making a move on the inside, trying of Tom Davidson. Davidson's going to sweep round the outside, I think. Cover Mellis off. He has covered him off. He's going to get that move done. And now Mellis has got Mav Gardner tucked him right behind. As Nuttall is off the circuit, it's caused some drama with people coming back on here. And at the moment, Jamie Nuttall may have just caused a little bit of a chaos as he's gone, spun. Is he going to keep that BMW going forward? He does. And then he comes onto the circuit, which then causes drama and stacks up everybody in behind. So Jamie Nuttall there getting away with one on this one.
Yeah, you see now Pollard is in third, of course, since that happened, and he Nuttall ended up rejoining right in front of Dvorak. Dvorak's got to be back there. I'm not going to say he's panicking or anything, but this is going the exact opposite of the way he wanted this race to go right now.
Yeah, Dvorak down in ninth. He's only going to lose 8 points on Pollard. Actually, that may be 2 more extra here, because I think Pollard's going to get this done over Khan. He is. Pollard gets it done, so that's 10-point gain over Dvorak.
Oh, I knew that was coming.
Khan's gone round. Dvorak's there.
Oh my God, Dvorak hit him. Oh, now you don't know if he's got damage on his car.
What is that car behaving like? Oh, massive amounts of understeer. Is he going to be running straight? He is running straight. It looked like he may have gotten away with that one for Wojciech Dvorak. And he actually managed to gain a position in all of that. He gained 1 point for Dvorak currently at this moment in time. But Pollard has got to get on his bike, and he needs to get away from Southfield, and he needs to get hold of Matt Acton. Southfield dives up the inside. Pollard leaves that door open and allows him to go through cleanly. And now for him, he's now just got to follow Southfield and try and get himself pulled up to Matt Acton up in front. But yeah, bit of a start on lap 2.
Wow. Yeah, that's I mean, Dvorak's been through it all, but he is gaining spots now. He's up to 7th now. So that's another one he's picked up.
Yeah, he's up.
I mean, he's gonna pass a lot of these guys, if something doesn't happen to you. But the further you are back there, the more likely you are to get caught in somebody's like this right here happening right in front of him again.
Yeah, Siron goes round. Mellis has gone past. He's gone off the circuit. Richards, what's going on with Nicholson? Smith and Cardulo running side by side. There's going to be a recovering TSRC BMW. And he does manage to get back onto the track cleanly. Smith here in behind Cardulo, of course, after Cardulo's incident at the beginning. And Matty Smith trying to just try and stay with him where he can. But Dvorak at the moment has only got to finish there, Jim, really, to wrap up the championship.
Yeah, he just has to avoid all these guys that are apparently spinning in front of him, and his car's like a magnet right now. Speaking of that, look at Tom Davidson is coming like a rocket ship behind him, bouncing off all the curbs back there behind him.
Yeah, Davidson.
Up 12 spots right now. He's on a mission.
Yeah, he is. Dvorak there trying to clear Smokey. Smokey puts the brakes on him, doesn't get him through. You can see Pollard up the road. He's losing time to Southfield. Southfield's closing in on Acton. Dvorak is still there, but he's got a charge in Tom Davidson coming up behind him. Shroom, good evening to you, sir, as well. But at the moment, Dvorak will and should wrap up the championship, Jim. Or maybe not. Yes. Oh, dude,
I mean,
he's literally just
he's
got to
going
keep
backwards now.
Yeah, but he's just got to keep it on track. That's the thing. He's now down in 8th.
Sometimes it's hard. It's like what happened to Ayrton Senna at Monaco that year. He was so far out in front, they told him to slow down. All of a sudden, he wrecked. You know, he's back here just trying to save his championship, and now everything seems to be happening around him.
Well, yeah.
You know, it's almost like he might just need to go ahead and turn it up a little bit. You know what I mean? And get back to the old Dvorak, the one that's charging hard.
Yeah. Well, we're going to find out what he's going to do on board through the wiggly bits they go of this course.
22 A, B,
don't.
C, D.
No, 19 A, B, C at the moment. Into the left-hander at 21. Now we got 22 A, 22 B. Now into 23. It's all getting a little bit close. This is going to cause dramas if this starts going free wide. And ladies and gentlemen, I think we might be looking at it. Dvorak's pulled out. He's on the grass. Oh, side by side with Davidson and Smoggy up in front of them. Behind that is, you've got Nuttall. Behind that is Dvorak, Smoggy on the right. And now Davidson is looking on the left-hand side. They're almost making contact to each other as they start banging side by side. Here's Davidson's going to have the inside line for NASCAR Bend. He does go through for Davidson. And now Felix Smoggy in behind with Nuttall in behind that as well.
And Dvorak has got to be having a heart attack. Whoa! Oh, I thought he almost wrecked himself there.
He's just got to keep it on track for Dvorak at the moment. Keep it where it is.
He's got to be going crazy. So all these people, everything's happening right around you. It's like you can't even just fall into a calm spot.
Yeah, but he's just got to learn to probably chill where he is. There's no need for him to do anything else at the moment. That's the thing. He's only going to lose 10 points, or 9 points, I should say. And he had a gap going in at 25, I believe, no, 66. He had a gap of 19. So he's still got loads to play for before he even remotely thinks about worrying about the championship too much.
That's true. But does he, you know, is that the, you know, is that what's going through his head, you know? You never know.
Well, I don't know what's going through his head.
Plus, he's a racer at heart.
Well, yeah, but at the end of the day, there is a certain amount of thinking about the championship at the same time. You know, for him, he's just got to be aware that he doesn't have to do anything dramatic. He can kind of stay where he is. He doesn't have to worry too much. Not get into silly fights that he doesn't really need to. You know, there's lots for him still to do. And at the end of the day, he's really, in hindsight, he's just got to keep it on track.
Right. No, that's right. He's in a good spot right here. Just to tuck in here and ride around.
Yeah, but Dvorak and Nuttall is the closest battle on the circuit. Everybody else is a bit more spread out. There goes Pollard through the bottom half of your screen. Here comes the Dvorak battle. He's going to make a move on Nuttall into the turn. Not going to get it done through the left-hander. Now he's going to hang on the grass he goes. His rear end sliding once more. 19 minutes remaining. And at the moment, Dvorak's wrapping up the championship with Pollard being in second.
Yeah, I can't believe no one's told us what the name of turn 13 is.
They're afraid to tell you what the name of turn 13 is, Jim.
In today's world, I would find that hard to believe.
Well, you never know. You never know. If anybody does know,
I'm surprised.
The name of turn 13, let me know. And we'll see if you can get it right. But Dvorak moves up one. Nuttall down a position now for Nuttall. He's just got to chase down this man, Dvorak. There is Nuttall there. He's just got to get through as best as he can. Over the curve and he goes through the snake section of this racetrack. But at the moment, Jamie Nuttall seems to have got his number here and tucked in right behind Dvorak to let him just kind of almost have a free run. You on?
Yeah. Well, you know, Nuttall's been, you know, he's trying to recover. He's probably driving a little angry still from that moment where he ran himself off track when he was in second place early in the race. So I imagine if he really starts chewing on Dvorak's bumper, Dvorak will just let him go at this point. You don't need to get into that incident.
Matt Acton has lost that position. And Sharp past Pollard.
Yeah, it looks like Maddie's gonna fall victim to Kieran here pretty quick too.
It's here somewhere. There you go. Southfield's trying to go around the outside. Acton keeps it in front, but then he's stuck on the outside for the left-hander and NASCAR bend. And Southfield does get the job done. Kieran Sharp passing Mighty Pollard for P3. Dives up the inside, gets the job done for Kieran Sharp into the oak trees. So there we go. But Acton at the moment has got Sharp tucked in behind him. One, it's a female dog. Yes, we know that, but what's it actually called? As we're coming into the last 15.
James has said that several times.
Yes.
We're fishing for the real name here. Oh, Maddie twitching all over the place right there.
Yep. But he's
it won't be long. I think Kieran's going to get by him. Kieran's all over him bad.
But if they keep fighting, this is going to bring Pollard into the situation.
It is.
So, for Pollard, he's probably sitting there saying, please, Matty, defend for your life, which he does do. He goes on the inside line, managing to hold on to that inside line. Is Kieran Sharp going to be later on the brakes here? Through the right-hander, coming in through turn one. Nope, Acton's got in deep. And unfortunately, Kieran Sharp has gone through, and that is not what Mikey Pollard wanted. As Stefan Mellis continues to close in on Kevin Ciron.
Matt Acton outthought himself there. He was going to run that defensive line and break late and not let Kieran by, and he braked too late and run right off the track.
Yeah, he did. That was actually Mellis trying to chase down Ciron. Gardner's had a bit of a stinky one this evening as he's gone off the side of the racetrack for the TSRC man. And he's going to go, that back end's coming round already. There you go.
Oh, there he goes.
Yeah, and unfortunately for Mav Gardner, around he went. But this action still taking place with Matty Action.
Yes, Matty Action, involved in the action. But what has happened here is, if you look behind Pollard, there's a guy named Dvorak that's only 2 cars back now.
Yep. It's not enough for Pollard. Pollard should get second place, I believe, but it should be Dvorak who's going to wrap this championship up here this evening. But Pollard at the moment has got to try and escape from Matt Acton and Kevin Ciron with Mauro Gabbiadi.
Nice little, he's going to try this move up the inside here.
Coming down into turn number 13. Connor Pink, you chicken. It's called the bitch. It is actually called the bitch.
It is a bitch. That's right.
It's called the bitch.
That's not a dirty word. It's not a dirty word. That's the name of a female dog. It's a bitch.
It is at this moment as well. And as I got told from my son the other day when I questioned him for saying the word arse, he turned around and went, Dad, it's a donkey.
That's right.
I went, thank you very much for that. I went, doesn't mean I want to hear it. And he went, yeah, but you can't tell me off for calling somebody a donkey. I was like, smart ass.
Exactly.
So he went, oh, so I'm a smart donkey. I was like, you're not helping yourself here, son. As Gabbiadi is still trying to come back at Kevin Ciron, but Ciron is going to have too much pace and is going to be off down the road. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of the racing, as everybody else is fairly spread out there.
They really are. The only Gabbiadi's got a little, that's about the only thing that's close, really. And Pollard staying behind Matt Acton.
It's got to get him, though. That's the question. I backed out last minute, you chicken. You chicken, Connor Pink. Should have just said it, dude. The problem is with things like that, it's just the name of the corner. It's what they've called it. It's on the track map we're looking at. I don't know what the VIR official website, whether or not they've got a track map of the old Grand West. I will have a look now and see if I can see on there.
It's no different than the Horseshoe or NASCAR Bend. It's just the name of the corner.
Yeah. Oh. Hello, whose channel are you in there? You're lucky I'm not an admin on that one, mate, because you would be out on your ear roll. there as well. So you might want to be a little bit more careful.
Well, he's not on YouTube, so.
No, he's in the TSRC YouTube channel. That's where he is at the moment. They've actually taken the name away on their official ground course. They've just got it as turn 13 now.
Doesn't surprise me.
Let me have a look here, Volo, and see if I can just...
I hope you can.
Yeah, me too. People like that just... They're like, oh, your mum.
Yeah, right.
Well done, big boy. Show you big and brave on that one. But there we go. I don't know. People like that just drive me crazy. Right, moving on with the action still taking place here. Let's have a look. Oh, there you are. On that one. But yeah, action still coming along. It's starting to settle down a bit. Pollard is now got Davidson climbing all over him here, Jim, as well.
Yeah, and there's the car behind him is Dvorak, so even though he's way back there, at this point, you know, he's Pollard just couldn't get it done. He got through and he made that nice move early in the race, and he just couldn't advance up past really like third place. He got into right there, and it's he just couldn't move on, you know.
Yeah, definitely at the moment there for Mikey Pollard.
You know, maybe it's his Audi that was causing a problem.
The problem is, he doesn't look like he's got quite to grips with VIR.
No.
You know, it doesn't look like it's his most favoured circuit, and at the moment he's sitting in fourth, still enough for second in the championship, I believe, after doing that. But there you go. We'll ever go on that one. Oh, not your mum jokes. We 5-year-old. Oh, Connor, don't even ask, dude. Welcome to the wonderful world of being on YouTube, out to the public.
Yes.
And the wonderful keyboard warriors that sit at home in their mother's basements. So there we go.
Smoggy making a move here. Is he going to be able to hold it through here?
No, they've been backwards and forwards. This is the third pass.
And that's kind of the classic thing there. You pass on that first turn and then you get repassed here going through NASCAR Bend. It's kind of what happens at this track.
Yeah, it is. And Ciron did get through. I'm expecting Ciron to jump and run down the road. Pollard has still got Davidson coming in with in behind while he's trying to chase down Matt Acton into the last 9 minutes. We're going to have about another 4 laps here. Southfield leads the way by about 8.4 seconds, Jim, dominating this race number 2.
He really has. Once he got around Matt Acton, he was gone, man. He, of course, you know, I think he got caught up in that stuff in the first race, and he was a man on a mission in the second race, I believe. Up 9 spots, so.
Yeah, there we go.
And Matt Acton's hanging on pretty good here in third. He's got, you know, he held off Kieran for a little while, and then it doesn't seem like Pollard can get by him. And I think if Tom Davidson got by Mikey, I think he probably would get Matt too, because he seems to be quicker. Just can't pass. It's so hard to pass here.
Is this going to be a TSRC 1, 2, 3? Southfield, Sharp, already 1 and 2. Acton and Pollard separating Davidson from that 1, 2, 3. So we've got Southfield coming in through the last couple of corners before he starts on lap 9. And so it's going to be about a 12-lap race here this evening as Davidson dives through turn 22A into 22B and then through 23. And a great job from Tom Davidson there, keeping it on the racetrack going forward there, Jim, as well. Great running from these guys. It's just a shame Pollard couldn't get a little bit further up.
Yeah, I think, you know, he demonstrated a little speed and got to where he pulled that, like I said, he pulled that really cool move off early on and just didn't have enough pace to move up further in the field. That's just kind of where he settled in at. But take a look at Southfield there, man. That lap he turned is, that's pretty fast. He's got a 2:41.8 So he is really a man on a mission to prove something in this race. He's flying.
Southfield with the fastest lap again at the moment in race number 2. Took it in race number 1. Did gain the extra point, of course, for Southfield. And that he is obviously down in 11th at the moment in the championship. So he's not been here for many of the races. He's missed the first at least 3 rounds. As you can see, I think, 2 rounds, sorry. And has been here for the next 3 and is here for the final one. So, but Davidson at the moment climbing all over the back end of Pollard. There is Mikey Pollard, hard on the brakes. Oh, you've opened up the door. Surprised Southfield didn't put you through your misery. Here we go.
Yeah, Oak Tree's a tough place to pass on the inside like that, being that it's, essentially a horseshoe, basically.
Yeah, it's like a hairpin almost.
Yeah, it is really. It's a tough place to make an inside pass because you get in deep and then you're going to wash out on the other side. It's a problem.
Yeah, we've lost Nuttall by the looks of it.
What?
Nuttall was just disconnected, I think. Yeah. He's dropped all the way down the order. He is out, showing us out. Tedeschi is in pit lane, and this is why he's in pit lane. Oh, bro.
That doesn't look good right there.
No. Track went the other way for Valerio. Yeah. And unfortunately for him, that is not good at all. So
yeah, that's missing your brake marker there.
Yeah, Matt Gardner also in pit lane. You can see he's already lost some of his bumper, and he just goes shooting off the side of the circuit and thinks, well, why turn right when I can just go lawnmowering instead? But there we go.
I've done that. I've done that at this course. Actually, on one of your broadcasts, I did this.
Yeah,
I did that exact move right there. The exact one.
Very easily done through the left hander.
And I think your comment was, what is Jim Cunningham doing?
Turning it into a lawnmower. On the nose we go with Tom Davison as he's chasing down. Mikey Pollard gets a little bit of a run. Pollard now going to get a little bit of a love tap. There we go. 4X is available
upon request.
So there we go from Mikey Pollard. He does lose that position. They're alongside each other at the moment. There he is there. And Pollard manages to keep hold of it and stay in front of Davidson. Gonna turn in.
Now I want to see what else he's got written on this car. Can he pass on the other side? Go to the other side so I can see that side.
Not gonna be able to see it yet.
Tom's not listening. He's not cooperating at all.
No,
now I tell you what, he looks so much faster than Pollard. He just can't get around him.
Yeah.
Who's that going slow?
Gardner, I think.
Oh yeah, okay.
Gardner lap car through the right hander. Now we are going to come down left.
Here we go. Oh, bumper.
We are close. Very, very close. He's going to try and dive up the inside. Not this time. There goes another back marker.
Yeah, that kind of messed his outside line up too.
Got it all wrong now. On the dirt he goes. Yeah. And unfortunately for Davidson, that is about it. But Pollard is still chasing down on Acton. As we're going into the final 4 minutes, probably 2 laps more on the clock for him. And that will be it. Dvorak cleared the back marker, sitting in 6th place, and he is looking like your new champion.
Yeah, barring a bad incident, he certainly is. Which he finally settled down and just gave himself a little space where he wasn't all up in the action. But first half of this race, he couldn't stay away from the action.
Yeah, I think he's just kind of settled down a little bit on Dvorak and has realized that actually he is going to take the championship here as well for him. So at the moment he's sat in 6th place and will get an extra 25 points. Pollard, if he stays where he is on 28 points. So we'll have to do the maths at the end on that one as they're going to go over the line with 1 and 1 more remaining here, and Jack Southfield absolutely dominating.
Yeah, he's off to a almost 10-second advantage now. He's got the entire and long front straightaway at VIR, which is a big straightaway. and he's all the way in front of him. That's, yeah, like I said, he's putting on a clinic out there and consistently running, pretty decent lap times.
Oh, he swapped sides.
Is he going to make it? Is he going to make it happen? No, I don't think so.
No, nose got done. Pollard don't leave the inside line. Oh, Davidson is all over the back end. He's going to get the move done. It's Pollard going to be able to hold it. Davidson tightens it up. Did Pollard come up the inside? Nope. Davidson has got through, got the job done over Mikey Pollard.
Let's see how long it takes him now if he can dispose of Matt Acton. I got a feeling that now that he's by Pollard, he's going to pull away because I'm pretty sure he was a little bit faster, which if he does get Matt Acton, that's going to set up that 1-2-3 finish you were talking about.
Well, TSRC, we're going to find out here whether or not this is going to get done. I'm trying to work out. He's got about 1:20 to get from turn 13 to turn 22. Mind you, it is quite a long run. So we'll have to see how close he gets to this one more lap. There's lights on there from Davidson as he's chasing down Acton. Pollard's going to look at trying to send it if he can here. This is one of the closest battles. Nope, through the right-hander they go. Of turn 13, the leader is on his way round the last couple of, well, say last couple. He's up through 17A, B, C, and D at this moment in time. With less than 40 seconds to go, this is just about, I think this is going to be probably very, very close here. 20.
If he slows up, he could end this race right here.
I think he can. Depends if he's going to.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never thought about anything like that when I was driving, but too many other things to be aware of. But he is absolutely smoking this track, man.
Yeah, he's got 15 seconds.
He would almost have to stop.
It's a checkered flag. He isn't going to get there.
Is it?
I did say it was going to be close. Final lap of the race. Southfield takes the victory there as well. Kieran Sharp comes over the line. They just barely got 11 laps in. Kieran Sharp takes second. What about Matt Acton? Is he going to hold on? Dude, you got to run. The line's all the way down. Don't slow up yet.
I know.
Don't slow up. Acton comes over the line third. Davidson fourth. Pollard in fifth.
Matt was too worried about flashing them lights. You need to keep that foot on that accelerator.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Crash fest.
Southfield, Sharp, and Acton. And I believe it was Southfield with the fastest lap of the race. It was, so he gets another point. So that's 2 extra for Southfield. Dvorak did come over the line in 6th, so that gives him a final total of 291. And Pollard,
just so you know,
5th. Yeah.
Somebody's sitting on top of Matt Acton's car, literally on top of it.
Oh, I can't see how that happened there.
They all smashed into that tire barrier, and then they ended up, when it was all said and done, they ended up somebody on top of Matt's car here, up against the tire barrier. They still go after that apparently, because he's back up against the tire barrier when I saw it, and little clip there. I love when they wreck after these races. It cracks me up.
Yeah, I've got Pollard in. Oh,
there it is. Oh, that was it. Yeah, there it is.
Who the hell is that?
That's awesome. No.
There you go. These guys are still running.
Was that Mav Gardner?
May have been. Got one more, Mr. Bradshaw. Where are you, sir? Oh, blimey. He's halfway around the circuit. So just got to wait for John to come over the line. But as far as I'm concerned, I think Wojciech Dvorak has wrapped the championship up. Oh, John, live on camera.
Oh, yeah, there you go. When you're the only car on track, that happens,
Yep.
He's running the milk car. That's, that's good and wholesome.
Yeah. It's clearly vegan as it likes the grass.
Completely vegan. Well, cows like grass.
Well,
That's what they
clearly-
eat.
I know they eat grass. Jesus Christ. That's all they do eat, I think, apart from cow
Well,
food.
his car is a cow.
It is, I do agree.
He was out there getting him a little snack. Oh, he's going to wreck it again, going across intentionally this time.
There you go. Lovely spin from
Yeah,
Mr.
look,
Bradshaw.
he's late to the party there. That's already been done.
Let's have a look at the final results then of this race. Jack Southfield is your winner there. Great job from him. 2 out of 2 for this and 2 fastest laps to go with it. Kieran Sharp up 2 places. Then you got Matt Acton in 3rd place there. I do wonder if that's Matty's highest finish, if I'm not mistaken.
He seemed pretty happy about it.
Yeah, I think it is. I think that is. Yeah, that is Matty's highest finish.
It's because I was here.
Oh, yeah, that's exactly what it was. Highest finish
I
there
told
for
you.
Matty Acton. And then we got Tom Davidson and Mikey Pollard, Dvorak, Ciron, Smoggy, Gabbiati, Mellis, Richards, Nicholson, Matt Smith, David Kahn, Francesco Cajulo, John Bradshaw, Valerio Tedeschi, and Matt Gardner down in 18th place. And then behind that is Matt Gardner with Jamie Nuttall. And let's bring the man himself in, who we believe has wrapped up the championship. He did enough here this evening. It's Mr. Wojciech Dvorak. And Wojciech, welcome in, bud.
Hi.
How are you, sir? You are, by my maths, but then again, don't trust me, you are the champion.
Yeah, I'm flattered. I'm very happy. I mean, I think this is the first championship I've ever won in like 5 years I'm sim racing, so I'm very, very happy. It's a bit of a shame that Josh couldn't make the last round. I think it would make things a bit more interesting. But yeah, I'm obviously very happy, and I just want to thank TSRC for an awesome season. I mean, this was a great championship, a lot of great battles. I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, I'd like to point out as well, you won the championship without actually ever winning a race.
Oh yeah, I didn't even win a quali.
No,
I mean,
you didn't win.
actually-
You didn't win nothing. You didn't get fastest lap, nothing at all, dear sir. And
He won something.
Yeah, he won the championship, and he didn't even win a race. So well done to you.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking about it before this race that I actually haven't won a single competitive session. It looked like I might win quali last round, but then Kevin came out of nowhere after 3 minutes, like when no one was doing laps anymore. Yeah, it's. I mean, I was just trying to be consistent, tried to get out of trouble. Even though today I actually can't believe I stayed out of trouble. There was so many incidents.
That's
I was
all we
lucky so
talked
many
about.
times. I
First
really,
half the race, that was it. Everybody was in front of you spinning.
yeah, I even had wheel damage in the second race because I crashed into someone. I don't know who he was out of the harp and when he go into the infield.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean the second race I was like everything is going wrong, but luckily somehow it was for everyone everything was going wrong. So I still stayed like top 6 or something. So
No, you
yeah,
did.
I mean, it was chaos. It was chaos.
Well, dude,
So-
if nothing else, you have shown that you don't have to win anything over the year to actually win the championship. So that's a bargain.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I just tried to be consistent the entire season, and I guess that worked.
It definitely did.
I had like Alton was weak, but there's a drop round luckily, so it didn't matter.
No, it didn't, mate, but you did really well anyway. Congratulations on it. Anyone else you want to give a shout out to before we let you go?
Yeah, I don't know. Probably my family and my friend Jan, who got me into sim racing, who I shouted out in round 1 as well. So yeah,
Man.
probably my family and him.
Well done, fella.
Yeah.
Congratulations,
Yeah.
and
Thanks
well
a lot.
done.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, next up on the list is Mr. Kieran Sharp, who's come and joined us here as well. Kieran enjoying a nice little second place here. So well done to you, Mr. Sharp. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
How was it out there?
Yeah, it's tough. The track's tricky, and I think it showed for most people.
It definitely showed for Alex Richards in race number 1, mate. He took out half the field.
Yeah, it's impressive.
Well, I don't know if half the people would have probably said that, to be honest. But, you know, that's the thing. This is the problem with this course. We don't do this course very often, right? I don't think I've seen it in many series at all, this layout, to be blatantly honest. So why did you pick it?
Mixing things up. And
Okay.
that's it.
Okay, Kieran with the long-winded answer on that one there, bud. You know what I mean? Might mix it up as well. Well done to you, dear sir. Second place, not too bad as well. Championship-wise, Kieran, you've had somewhat of a roller coaster, haven't you?
Yeah, had some crashes at the start of the season, but tied it up. Had a bit more pace later on, but yeah, it's not been easy.
No, quali ban in there as well.
Yeah.
He did have that in there.
Yeah, a little bit of everything for Kieran Sharp this season, guys, as well. Anyone else, buddy, you want to give a shout out to before we let you go?
I mean, everyone's taking part as usual, but also Abruzzi for coming on for a second time to sponsor one of the championships. And I think those that have won, I think, be very happy with the prizes that they've put on the table for everyone. So, yeah, that's all I've got to say there.
Awesome job, mate. Well, I'm going to pop you back in while we finish off. Have fun, dude. Take care, and well done on your second place.
All right, cheers. See you there.
Well, there you go, guys. That's going to wrap it up. Jim, great racing. Sorry, not a bad end, but Dvorak showing that you don't have to win every race to win a championship.
I mean, I think that's a good lesson to a lot of guys, and he did a good job. He did a good job all year long. He deserved to win the championship. People might argue that if you don't win, you shouldn't win a championship, but that's not how it works.
Nope. As
So
you said,
he did a good job, yeah.
Yeah, he stayed the most consistent, stayed out of trouble, and clearly had a better run than most of the others. So there we go, guys. That's going to wrap it up.
All the others.
All the others, yep. That's going to wrap it up here for the Abruzzi M2 Challenge at VIR. Join us later on. As we said, we've got more racing coming up on the JBB YouTube channel. But for now, I've been James Parfitt. I've been alongside Jim Cunningham. And as always, take care. Have a great week. And you never know, we might see you on the track sometime. Good night.